Hello, and welcome to another edition of Creative Possibilities with CFB Promotional Products. Today, I'm excited to talk to Molly, who is going to tease your taste buds and make you want more. So, welcome, Molly.
Thank you so much for having me today, Linda.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Food is something that every human has to eat, right? And there is no better promotional product to get attention and to touch in all the senses. And your product line is one of my favorites. It is gourmet and definitely leaves your mouth watering for more. So I'm excited to show my audience today how they can use it and really highlight your brand and what you excel at, which is gourmet food. I know that you introduced a bunch of new products this year for the upcoming holiday season, which is probably the number one reason why people send holiday food gifts. But why don't you tell us a little bit of how your product line is used?
For sure, I am very fortunate. I get to work in an environment that, especially in quarter three and quarter four, kind of turn into like Willy Wonka meets the North Pole meets, Candyland, all rolled into one. So it's amazing because, like you said, gourmet food and food gifts in general, especially in the promotional market, is really an amazing asset because it does hit all five senses. It's the only promotional marketing tool that does that, that can really connect with all five senses and leave that lasting impression. We have people ask all the time, well, what happens when the food's gone? Well, the memories are there. If you look back at the biggest moments in your lives and in your customers' lives and in your employees' lives, there's always, what's the one thing that connects them all? It's always family, friend, and food, right?
Mhm.
So, we're just lucky that we get to introduce that and really help share the concept that it's not just a quarter three or just a holiday gift kind of promotion. We see traumatic use for gourmet gifting all year long.
Yeah, like corporate wellness and a VIP gift or an appreciation gift. People shouldn't discount the value of sending just a little trinket of appreciation because it really does stand out, especially if you do it randomly at any given time of the year. I'm a big fan in celebrating those national days. So when you have National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day or National Chocolate Day,
Right? There's all kinds of good ones out there, whether it's, using it, like you said, for employee appreciation, for customer appreciation. We see a lot of event gifting, whether it's table favors, room drops, things like that. It's a really easy way to still connect with your final audience. And it's that token of it really comes off like a token of appreciation, right? It's that you want to step beyond just the normal and you gave them something a little delectable and let them know that you're kind of sweet on them.
yep. And the beauty of your brand is that we have the ability to put my customer's logo on it, right? Instead of the box company's, brands. You're not sending a cookie
Exactly.
brand and highlighting and promoting their brand. We're promoting yours, or even just the message that you're looking to communicate, right? You can stamp "thank you for" or
So
um,
you led right in perfectly because, one of our brand new gift boxes has that retail look to it, right? It has that boutique retail look, but it doesn't say the company that made what's inside. It's going to have their logo on it or their message on it. And like you said, it doesn't always have to have a logo. Here's another one, just says congratulations. It can be something as simple as congratulations or, you know, an anniversary logo. We see that a lot of times with companies too, like a specific event or anniversary, message or theme. So it's all about how you want to, pass that message along.
and the packaging is elegant, and it always makes that first impression that you get, what, 7 seconds to make, and it captures their attention and they wanna know what's inside, because I know I wanna know what's inside. So why don't
Right.
you go into those little goodie boxes and tell us about some of the treats that those boxes hold?
Well, we got a ton. And like I said, I get to have the best job in the world, right? I get to spend my time traveling and talking to like you and your customers about really delectable. And I use that word a lot. So I apologize because that's really what it is. It's high end, delectable gourmet gifts. Our English butter toffee is always a standard. It's the one that if we take someplace we don't have it, they're like, nope, you need to turn around, go home and get it and bring it back. So we have a lot of key staples that we're known for. Things like our chocolate covered almonds, and beyond just chocolates, we have all the nuts, deluxe cashews and mixed nuts and things like that. Charcuterie. We have a ton of cheese and sausage gifts. It always amazes me when people's like, "Oh, you guys carry cheese too?" We are a Wisconsin, brand basically, and it's our first gifts out the line, and we take high pleasure and high levels of quality with all of those type of gifts as well. But we have a lot of new flavors this year. We have a lot of new fun stuff coming out the door. Some of that alone is cheese. We have some new cheese spreads coming to our line that are so good. They're super delicious, a cheddar and a Swiss. But we've added some new chocolates as well. We have things like our chocolate covered potato chips. We have dark chocolate lemon creams. We have churro toffee. All of those we've introduced rather recently, but we're always looking for new stuff as well. So you're gonna see things like our mini single serve coffee cakes. Like who doesn't? It's just a perfect little tiny package. And we have those in this box as well too.
It's
Things
a
like that.
perfect, again, that's a perfect tool to work with your CRM if you have someone's birthday, and just create a program where it's on auto system where you can automatically send a coffee cake wishing somebody a happy birthday, and think about the impression that that's going to leave on your brand.
Right. Well, and one of the things that we like to do too is also make sure, we keep talking about the fact that food gift love, which is what we will try to provide, is really an all year round statement and an all year round possibility. So we've added a few things this year that allow to still give that sweetness factor without necessarily having to worry about the chocolates. So we've added honey glazed cashews, which are so amazing. We've added praline frosted pecans. Both of those give you that sweet factor but can still easily ship all year round. So you're not worried about, well, it's warm in the summer. Guess what? We're going to help you take care of all that. You don't have to worry about any of those logistics. That's what Linda and our team is here for. And it's going to be super easy to share things like that, or our new baguette caramels, or, new peanut butter meltaways. Tons of delicious flavor heading your way this year.
Yeah. And again, we would be remiss if we didn't mention that food gifts are usually sent during the holiday season, and your company does some wonderful themed holiday packaging kits. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the styles that you have for this year?
Yeah, so you saw some of our new smaller boxes, but one of my favorites, we got two really awesome additions this year. One of which would still really work good all year round, but who doesn't love like a full sampler? Like, so it's gonna get your logo, it's gonna have that very, again, high-end boutique look. And I'm gonna unbox it because who doesn't like watching unboxing, right? So you're gonna open it up just like you're gonna expect. The only difference is instead of getting a sampler box like you might get at your local drugstore or something like that, who knows how long they've been packaged and sitting, you're gonna get the Maple Ridge goodies, all of our treats in a pre-designed sampler. So we're so excited internally to be able to have a gift that really shares all the different flavors at once. And then because it's the holidays and we really do embrace the seasons, every year we add a new stackable tower. And people know us for our towers, and we always have new snowflake patterns and new holiday ones. But how adorable is he?
Love him. He is
He is
so
going
sweet.
to be tied with an imprinted ribbon, so it's still going to have that option, right? Because it's all about the brand and the message. But like, he's just adorable,
Yeah. And he would sit on my desk year round because I love winter and I love snow, and having a snowman on my desk, he would
right?
just be my friend.
Well, what we've kind of noticed with this particular line over the years is it makes it super easy. You don't want to think about the holidays next year. We have a new pattern, a new design every season. So people makes it really easy. Guess what? Your customers or your employees loved it this year. Next year, you just get them the next one in line. And we've gotten pictures back from, end customers, buyers, purchasers with lines of all the different ones from over the years, whether they were the snowmen or the nutcrackers. We've kind of changed it up from year to year, but there's always a seasonal stackable tower in our line.
And that builds anticipation. So again, it's keeping your brand top of mind, but they're looking forward to getting something, and like, what's next? What's the surprise from this year? And that just helps you stay top of mind with your audience.
And I'll kind of play on that just a little bit for you too, because when you partner with Linda and you get these great programs running, it's going to make it very simple and turnkey. We have people that come back year after year because their end buyers want that. They start looking forward to it. Like you said, it's the anticipation. It's the, oh, where's my toffee coming this year? Like, I can't wait to share that with my family and my friends. Same with all of our charcuterie gifts or our hams and turkeys. Like, it becomes that anticipation's already there. But it makes, your job trying to figure out your holiday gifts a little bit easier, right? Because you're like, oh, they know it, they love it. Let's just pick something new for this season and roll.
Well, my favorite is absolutely the English butter toffee. Again, it's so addictive. That box will be gone before it's even here. And but I know that your product line is quality and some of your best sellers. Why don't you tell us some of the best sellers that people enjoy besides the English toffee? Because
Right. And I've said it and I'll say it again and again because there's no way to undersell it. Is anything charcuterie is still hot. It's been there for a long time, but all the craziness of the last couple years that we've all had to live through, you've seen it. It's everywhere. It's in magazines, it's on social, it's on TV. Charcuterie is there and Maple, we have you covered for that.
yeah.
Um,
And with many of your charcuterie kits, they come with like a cutting board or some type of board that has the logo engraved into it, so it's going to last well
exactly.
into the
That's
future.
a big part of it. And most of our boards, I'd say 95% of our boards are going to be bamboo. And that is intentional. That is by design because they are not only are beautiful, but they're very durable. They take the imprints and imprint beautifully so that message stays. But on top of it, it's also a very sustainable wood to be using. So, and we keep that in mind quite a bit. The sustainability issues in a lot of our products. We want to be as green as we can be because it's important for all of us, right? But we do have 4 new boards this year. Does that tell you how much charcuterie and cheese and sausage gifts have just exploded? We have 4 new boards, and I have them all with. You guys can get a sneak peek. Um, our bigger traditional size boards have always been about this size. It's going to be about a 7 by 12 roughly. But this season we have our standard ones yet, but this one has that beautiful inlay, and I don't know if you can really see it. I don't know if it'll ever show it true justice. This beautiful inlay just sets it apart, but it takes a really nice fire branded imprint. This season, not only do we have our standard size that a lot of our main charcuterie gifts are going to come on, we've also beefed it up. He's got a big brother this year.
Nice.
So, I mean, there's a good size difference. And it really helps if you want to lay out a full charcuterie platter. You can have that extra room. It's going to come with a lot more deliciousness on top of it as well. But these boards are absolutely beautiful. They're 2 of my favorites. But we've also added some more non-traditional sizes and shapes this year. This one I love. It's the long, skinny, kind of like a wine board. I call it the door knocker board. I don't know why. But again, it's adorable. We're going to see it with things like the coffee cake and the cheese. So you're going to get sweet and salty with it. You're going to see either crackers or dipping pretzels and mustards. When we really look at approaching charcuterie, we try to make sure that we're incorporating something sweet, something salty, something savory, and a lot of those options. So whether it be things like tapenades, preserves, fig jams, things like that, you're really going to have a full gamut to go with. And then we took a step in a different direction this year, and we have a melamine board. Super, super durable, great, thin, very low profile, easy to put in a drawer behind something. And this one still is going to get an imprint. It's going to get the imprint pad printed on the back. And we're going to have that with a variety of options as well. So whether you need something small, medium, large, different shapes, different imprints, however you need it, we're going to have a solution for you.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of this line. There really is something for everyone. And when you're struggling to find that perfect gift for your audience, this is the one line that you should really consider. And the best part is if you go with one of the larger ones, you can create an experience that can be shared. And that is the beauty of creating those memories. So if you're looking to explore this product line or you're looking to create a program where we can handle all the work for you and just ship the goodies out, give me a call. My name is Linda Milano, and you can reach me at 856-513-6610. Thank you, Molly, for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Linda.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.